Hi, everybody. Happy day, and a great thing that the hurricane is pretty much almost a non-event, except for people that are out of electricity and are flooded. Um, but the power of that storm was taken away, and I'm so grateful for the forces that were involved in doing that, and the love that I was able to shed onto the to try to help. But that brings me to another subject. I live in Florida. I live in Highlands County, Florida, which is a beautiful heartland area full of spring-fed natural lakes and small rolling hills. Oranges, cattle, citrus cattle, and caladiums are our three main industries in this county. Um, that is the tip of the central peninsular ridge. So south of this county, there's no more ridge. It becomes like the Everglades, kind of flat all the way down to Miami and Fort Lauderdale and all that. Those sounds you hear are eBay sales. So I do have an eBay store called American Seller. If you'd like to go on and look at my items before Christmas, there's a lot of handmade jewelry and vintage jewelry. If it's handmade, I made it, or my husband made it, Clark, and it's one of a kind, beautiful stuff. A lot of miscellaneous items. Check me out on eBay, American Seller, and good luck with that. Happy going into fall and holidays. But here's what I want to talk about. How do we heal what's going on right now with families that have no income and no housing, and mothers with kids that need support, and the father's not paying child support. In my area, I know a mother who is homeless, and Social Security is giving her a runaround about getting the money for her disabled child that had that disease that makes you go blind. And her other child, who's 12 years old, is not getting a lick of child support. And I thought that there was always child support provided by the state if the father doesn't pay any and the mother has no job. Um, so I don't understand why this child doesn't get any support. It gets Medicaid, which Florida grudgingly gives to children, not adults, unless you are designated by Social Security as totally disabled. Good luck with that, because in Florida, they'll deny you over and over again until you're in the grave or until you get an attorney. It takes a year or two. Florida never gets punished for their actions against the poor and against the people that need these things the most. What Florida does is they actually deny federal funds that are supposed to be used for helping people. Florida goes out of their way not to set up programs that will help people, and it's because we have a red controlled, right-wing controlled government in Tallahassee that's out of touch with the reality of the situation of the people it governs. And the wealthy people in our areas, who aren't even wealthy, but they think they are, vote that way to further deprive people of benefits, to further make it harder to get their food assistance and food stamps that are constantly being shut off and evaluated. They're just harassing everyone to death. I mean, literally to death. So the woman gets no child, so she gets $5 a month. I saw the check stub or the printout of the benefit for her 12-year-old son to live on. So then they're homeless, and they're living with their great aunt who's very sick, and who really she needs to go to assisted living. The only reason she's staying in the house is so that they have a place to stay, because her brother will sell it the minute that she goes to assisted living. And the Homeless Coalition hasn't been able to help her. Habitat for Humanity is not helping people on that level. You have to be slightly more functional and able to work on building your own house, or maybe have some credit to get a loan. The HUD housing in our county does not even have an office or administration of HUD funds, where in almost every other county in Florida, once you are accepted as a HUD recipient, any landlord can receive the funds as long as the place has passed inspection for minimum requirements for habitation. And so any landlord can have those HUD funds guarantee the majority of their rent payment, and then the tenant kicks in and provides whatever their portion is, which is a really good position for landlords and tenants, that you don't have to be stuck in a certain place that's called HUD housing. That's the only kind of HUD housing we have in our county, are these church organizations and other organizations that have arranged this housing that's already got HUD funding available if you can get into it, because they have rules that are they have minimum income rules as well, so these people get denied the HUD housing to begin with. They can't apply, or they don't have their security and their deposit to be able to get in to start the whole thing. And if you want to go to a HUD office to actually apply to have this benefit, you have to leave our county and drive an hour and a half away to find the nearest HUD office that actually administrates funds for our county, because our county is full of heartless people of the heartland. There, I said it. The heartland is heartless. They don't care that people die without a place to live or without food, or that are so disparaged by the system of the safety net system, which is so full of holes, that they keep voting to make worse and worse and worse while we expand our military, and while we expand to new departments of homeland security that are just another redundant paramilitary organization, eating up now a sixth of the whole military budget that we spend on our entire system, created out of nothing, created from a false attack on 2 buildings that were obviously systematically demolished by our own government of liars and Illuminati-controlled assholes in this world. So let's channel that anger. See that anger that comes up within me, and spread some mercy and some love on it. This is the only way to balance it out and to have some kind of effective change that will not disrupt the world. Because look at me, my anger has overwhelmed and overcome me, and the world is in turmoil, and it's my fault. So I see all these things that need healing. I get very, very angry, and then more shit happens. This is not going to fix anything. So let's see all of these things that we're upset about, all of these injustices and disparities and catch-22s and things that are really making an appearance of people's lives being hurt and endangered and not cared for. Let's put all these things in a nice, bright, warm circle of love and light. However your imagination wishes to do it is the correct way to do it. So let just you use your power, your creation, your creator powers of imagination, of thought, of the spoken word to change this world. To see these things and immediately bring mercy and love on our own judgment. Not on the thing that we see, but on our own judgment of it. This is where the change and the healing and the power resides. Not on trying to change things from the outside. I can go, and I've done it for years, volunteer in a food bank network and try to feed people, and guess what happens when you approach things from the bottom up instead of from the cause down? You just build more of it. I just created more of it. More hunger, more need, more lack, because I'm addressing it from that perspective. So first, get your feelings together about how you feel when you see these things, and work on those feelings by balancing them with more of the right line. The right line is not politics. The right line is our side of mercy, of love, of light, and bring that in. to balance our left line, which is our judgment and our harshness. The side that really it gets angry and wants to lash out or wants to react from the ego world, from the bottom. And let's balance those together, because we can bring light from both sides. We can bring light from the bottom up on the left instead of from the top down, and then from the top down on the right, and mix them together. The main thing is none of these little technical details matter. See how you feel about it, and you do your creative work on it to heal it within yourself. This is the only way we can heal the world. So good luck with that, everybody. I know that you can do it, and please do it. And if you like anything that I say, give me a subscription, a subscriber, push the button in the bottom, or a like. It really will help me out someday. I want to see that there is some like-minded people in this world that want to explore their creative talents. And so in non-judgment, shall we be partners in this? Shall we be together in this? And we create a better world from whichever perspective and way that you need to do it. And from whichever perspective and way that I need to do it, we get together and we combine our forces and we make everything a better place. Love you. Have a great day. Happy day. Bye.